La, everything, anything is negated. Who is the model? That is clear. Now comes the how to do it, the training part. So in that actually, Salah comes first. Salah is the training of the body to fulfill that purpose. It's not the purpose itself. Salah is not the purpose itself, it is the means to an end. Because Prophet ﷺ said there are many who pray and stand up and they don't get anything except from the prayer or standing up in night, except waking up or physical fatigue and things. So Salah is now, because this was purpose of La ilaha illallah is the tongue and the heart. So a person is clear. But what next question is, how does it fulfill, how does the model look of submitter to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And if you want to look at a small model, miniature model, look at the Salah. That's the miniature model how Allah wants you to live all life. So Salah is not the purpose. It's like a small, let's say people, I want to make a big building and they give me a small model that's how it is going to look. That's how it should be look. There is YouTube. So I choose that. So that is not purpose. Making that small model is not a purpose. It means that if I make first that, and then I can start the real thing, building on that purpose. So that's why those who stop there, who are saying, why I'm doing Salah, but they're not establishing Salah. Their example is, they made a small car and they're happy with that. Like children, here it is. You say, you need car to travel to different countries, oh yeah, I have this one, it is. You need a house to live, to host people, actually your hall, etc. Oh, I have, here it is. I've made it. This is the example of those people who say, well, oh, we are doing whatever Islam says. That's why Islam, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has mentioned and labeled these things as pillars, not as Islam itself. You see, that there is the point. Bunya, meaning the foundational pillar. Salah is, and this purpose of life is also a foundational pillar. Salah is also a pillar where the building will stand. The building is not there yet. So the Salah is a small model that how Allah wants you to be in all your life. So when you're standing in Salah, you're standing toward a direction. Yes, you should have a direction. Your direction, your purpose should be correct actually, in line. You should actually purify yourself actually after Salah and before Salah. So that's actually okay. That you should remain in purity, in cleanliness in all your life, not only in Salah. That was the training. Some people forget. So after Salah, they all remain dirty, and then Osar time comes, then they clean. This is not the purpose. Purpose was to train you that, look, servant, this is how you should be generally. This is training for you. Now, after the Salah, you should be like that as well. Clean. So that's why in the hadith, it's mentioned Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw a man whose hair was tangled and dispersed, everything, and a beard. And he sallallahu alaihi wasallam showed displeasure, and he said, doesn't he find something with which he can actually comb his hair? And similarly, he saw another person with clothing. The first day we're told, that's a small model, you've been trained now. Now establishing it outside. So direction, purity, tartib. Allah likes order. So order, and then actually if you've gone through the Salah retreat, you know how actually the hands are showing how to actually establish the hands are in obedience of Allah, so outside they stay in obedience. The tongue is used in dhikr, this is a training for the tongue. The eyes are lower down, so outside they are lower down as well from sins. You stop from eating, so training is don't eat haram. You are stopped from walking here and there. What does that mean? That don't walk uselessly, aimlessly, here and there for nothing. You are stopped from even having any marital relation or touch even your wife during the salah. This is the thing. So now you come how to fulfill that whole purpose. If you want to see a miniature model, a small picture how to submit, that is salah. Then you project all this to whole your life. That's called establishment of salah. Then there is salah, actually, alhamdulillah, become established. And you are closer then to fulfill your purpose. So this is like a training. Similarly, fasting, salah is to do positive things and remember Allah and restrain. A person is trained and restrained from all whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dislikes and detests. So then actually this is another training for you. Zakah is another training for you. Zakah is not giving only 2.5% of one's savings. That is training how to spend the other 97.5. Because it's very well known that if you've given 2.5% zakah, does that mean the other money you can waste, you can spend on drug, you can spend on whatever you want? No. So what's that showing? That's showing you try to spend 97.5 also for the benefit of the people, yourself, your children, yourself, and other things, known ways. So that's also like a training, because actually because money is very a thing which a person is being tested. So that's centralized training for that. Worship, desires of the nafs through the fasting, and Hajj. Hajj is an example of a journey to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a model of journeying to Allah Jalla Majdu. That you want to see that Hajj is fard once, only this outward Hajj. But inward Hajj is farz upon everyone. That everyone should be embarking upon this journey. Because any time the call can come. The call can come. The final call can come anytime without warning. So, although it's like a salah, that's a model of tariq ilallah, path to Allah, Hajj. So everyone knows how it is. Although physically when you have money and things, so you be thankful and you do. But the spiritual Hajj, meaning tariq to Allah, path to Allah, is fard upon everyone to begin their journey to Allah. So this is, you are, mashallah, clarifying very in a simple way to the people the reality of the path and deen, that these five are training, you may say, instruments which are used, the purpose of life, and then how to fulfill that purpose. The five, if we work on those, and with this understanding, there's no reason why you should not be improving. That you start the path to Allah, you abstain from the evil desires, you practice the obedience, and money is the greatest, you may say, element which people love. So if you know how to manage that and use, so alhamdulillah, this person is in a starting position to this. But now, purpose of creation, purpose of life. Now one is from Allah's point of view, dimension, and one is from our dimension as servants. So let's say a person says, okay, my purpose of life is, but what is Allah's purpose of creating creation? So so there are two sides to it. One is Allah's purpose of creation, and one is my role, why I am created, my purpose of existence. So there are two different things. So one should not mix, one should have clarity in that. So from Allah's point of view is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants, He loves His sifat and zat, and ilm, His sifat are what? Ilm, qudra, His love, His power of sustenance. He wants to manifest his qualities and his love. That is his purpose. Kuntu kanzan makhfiya. I was a hidden, meaning unknown, known treasure. فَأَحْبَبْتُ أَنْ أُعْرَفْ. That I love to be known. فَخَلَقْتُ. So that's the purpose of Allah, that He wants His sifat to be known and experienced and actually in the world, here, there. So that's from Allah's point of view. And from my point of view, what is the purpose? Now we are going a little bit deeper, the La ilaha illallah. From my point of view, what is it? Simple. Allah subhanahu said in the Quran, khilafat. Khilafat means representative. Representing what? The sifat of Allah, the qualities of Allah. That Allah is Rahim, you also actually practice Rahim. Allah is just, you practice justice on the earth. Allah is generous, you practice generosity. Allah is forgiving, you practice it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Rabb, you also try to actually facilitate eating, drinking for people. So my purpose is, Allah made it very clear, Khilafah. Khilafah means representative. Representing of what? Representative of the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With, now a question for you to understand more better is that when there are angels, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, yani they were saying we are ready for ibadah, we are ready for khidmah. They were already doing khidmah on the earth. They were already serving on the face of the earth at that time as well. And they were worshipping. So we say that these two purpose of human life, but actually now the question is, now it's for you to answer so that you understand, okay, that why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what is the hikmah of creation of human being when the creation is already doing ibadah and also khidmah? Because we say the purpose of human being is to worship, and later on we'll know that it is to worship Allah and to serve the creation. But worshipping Allah and serving the creation, that's what the angels put. Angels are not like unwise people, unwise creation. They're very, so they pose, they said that نحن نسبح بحمدك ونقدس لك, that we are ready to do we are already doing service, worshipping and also service. So question for you, anyone can answer, many can answer. Okay, what was the need of then this human being, or you may say the role of human being, which was different because the service and worship was already happening.
la 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 la